This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
Mark it down!
Ryan is closing the gap on his piece of shit computer competition.
The piece of shit computer competition rolls on. That's one in the W column.
I'm just going to start keeping track of how many times my computer doesn't fuck up.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what are we at? What is this now?
So for those who are new to the show, for the past 5 weeks ago, Ryan's computer fucked up for, I don't know, let's say the 1,000th time. It's not that much. It's like the 20th or 30th time. And I said 50% of the time your computer fucks up, and he got very defensive.
Very defensive.
Yeah.
I will admit I went a little bit overboard.
And now...
But I feel like I was a little bit, I'm defending my baby.
A little bit incorrect is what you were. So he said that it didn't fuck up 50% of the time, and he got very angry. He was irate. So I said, let's start keeping track. Let's be scientific about this. Let's not let emotions get involved.
Yeah.
So we started keeping track of it, and it fucked up twice in a row, 2 weeks in a row. The third week it was fine, and then the week after that it fucked up again.
Yeah.
And now this week it was fine. So
we think.
Yeah. So we're gonna go out to 8 weeks, and that'll be scientific. I mean, I'll still be keeping track, like in my head, but I won't make a big deal out of it. I'll be like the dad who's pissed off that they're not keeping score at his kid's basketball game. Yeah.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah.
So right now I got 2 wins, 2 losses.
2 wins, 3 losses.
2 wins, 3 losses.
Yes.
Oh.
So you're still trailing behind. Because like I said, we hit 3, and I was like, if we only do a month, like you're at 75% already.
Yeah.
So we're going to go out 8 weeks. We've both agreed that that'll be it.
Yep.
Or if somebody wants to listen to past episodes and tally them up.
Adam, number 2.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to be
You
the
just
one.
have to listen to the intro.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably only take about a half an hour. Just go back, 6 months. Listen to the intro when it fucks up. The first time it fucks up, that's when the counter starts. We'll see if it's 50%.
It's probably like 2 weeks after I got the computer. But anyway,
so it's a quality Dell laptop that you have to update every 2 weeks.
But that's not the reason why we're here.
No, it's not.
In studio we have Ciarra Fragale.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal to get her name right because it's not spelled how it sounds.
That's correct.
I mean, it is if you look at it. But
Yeah.
everybody sees the C-I-A-R. I mean, it has like the extra R, which I think makes it Ciarra.
Right, sure.
Yeah, but everybody thinks it's going to be Kira, probably, right?
Yeah.
Or Ciarra.
Yeah, Ciarra, Ciarra, just really...
Ciarra's no.
Just really strange. You can't make this stuff up, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've gotten name pronunciations that it makes me question if the person can read.
Well, anybody who reads my last name just adds extra N's all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tanner, like official work paperwork had my name Pantane. Like my W-2. I was like, I definitely didn't write that.
You span all the tanes.
Yeah.
It's actually spelled Ciarrafragale.
I hope you guys wrote that down.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know.
Well, we
all
have
the
a cheat
links,
sheet with your album right here.
Yeah, all the links. All the
For
links.
all the people at home, I hope.
Ooh,
you
it's a
wrote that
full
down.
album.
It is a full album.
You're like
yeah.
the second band that's ever come on here that has a full album.
Whoa.
Well, I guess you're a one-man
No-
band. One-person band.
Yes,
nope.
band
I'm
of
gonna
one.
call you a band.
Yeah.
Because Soundcheck was. We
Sounded
heard
awesome.
Well, for a little background, people, if you tuned into the live stream at Dark Side, you probably didn't catch a whole lot, but you might have heard your stuff in the background. I can't remember if it caught it or not.
Yeah, we were having trouble with the internet,
But
so
Was that
a lot of that show's just lost.
Yeah.
It's mostly because Dark Side is just terrible in
Yeah.
general.
I
They're
mean-
only good at selling records. Everything else they're just really
Yeah.
bad at, especially podcasting.
Mhm.
We were on this year's Bazaar and past year's Bazaar, but I think we took our first break or something like that, and I just looked up and I saw you just standing there with your guitar and a whole bunch of sound coming out that wasn't made by a guitar. I was just like, oh shit, she's got a whole like setup thing here.
You're like, where the fuck is this coming from?
And then, I'm
Like-
just listening where I'm fucking around with the podcast stuff. And then I keep popping my head up. I'm like, man, this is fucking really good. And then, we just,
Shucks.
we cornered you. I put the sticker, I don't know, you probably didn't notice because we were loading all your stuff in, but stuck the sticker on the part of the stairs that smashes people. That smashes Adam's number 2's head, or threatens to when he comes down here. But, yeah, it was really unique. And I love hearing we constantly have like singer-songwriter types on here.
Mhm.
And all of you just amaze the shit out of me because you see, I got my guitar stuff here and everything.
Sure,
I can
yeah.
play guitar, and that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe I can sing. I don't know. This is some of my singing. I don't know if you.
Ooh.
I'm a falsetto.
Yeah. Ooh, that growl.
Yeah, he's kind
Yeah.
of he's a Muppet falsetto.
Yeah,
That's
well, a
great.
growly muppet, like an angry Muppet.
All right.
Fantastic.
But yeah, it always amazes me how many instruments you can play and how many just the fact that you can play a guitar and sing alone at the same time amazes me. But when I see just the loop pedals and the drum triggers and it just it's really it really adds to it to me. And like it I don't know, it makes
Thank
me
you.
appreciate it on a whole new level.
Yeah,
on another level.
It definitely keeps it interesting for me, just playing it live because there's constantly 4 or 5 things that I have to do all at the same time. And I think it's really interesting for people to watch. And I think it's really interesting. It's definitely interesting for me to kind of, keep up with all of the stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, thank you. The drums are kind of a new element into the whole mix.
Yeah, I was listening to Seasons.
Yeah.
And the new single that you have out, Ultimate Lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different. It's similar, like similar moods, similar themes, but the drums are like a nice.
It makes it, I think,
enhancer.
Yeah, it's kind of like this is what I've been telling people too. Because people who are used to like the stuff that I've been writing or have written in the past, which is like the singer-songwriter, mainly acoustic stuff, and I'm trying to actively break away from that, and that's kind of. With this new single, Ultimate Lover, that just came out a couple weeks ago, that was kind of like my, like, I'm breaking away from it. Like, here we go. And, I honestly could not be more pleased with how it sounds and the direction that I'll continue to go with this new sound. But it's kind of like a natural evolution, I feel like.
Well, it's
in the
great.
sound,
And
but I'm really happy.
We've seen that a bunch, actually, very recently. A lot of musicians just switching it up or just trying something new very early. Usually, you don't see. I mean, it's a new time for music because it's so you have access to more studio type.
Yeah.
You can get studio like software and stuff to make your own music and create something a little bit different. But like with certain bands, sometimes it takes and songwriters, it took them a while to kind of find what they're doing, and sometimes they go into a really weird direction. Linkin Park comes to mind.
Oh my God. Linkin Park used to be my favorite fucking band.
Where did they lose you?
Oh my, well, I don't really know. I will say they were my favorite band when I was definitely too young for them to be my favorite band.
Mhm.
I was like 10 and I was listening to like, in the end. And
Hybrid
I was
theory.
like- yeah, and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then I don't know when they lost. I just my taste of music changed, but they used to be my favorite band.
I couldn't tell you when I stopped liking them. I just completely lost interest. You know, it wasn't like it was never this sucks. It was just like I don't think I'm going to buy this album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. They went from pretty kind of heavy new metal, rap metal kind of stuff, and I loved it. I really did like a lot of their stuff.
10-year-old me ate that shit up.
Yeah, it was like good for I am. I was probably 20 something when they came out. I don't know what year that came out, but they just went into this weird direction I didn't like. So, but maybe it's because now they're in the spotlight. They want to try this stuff, but at the same time, they also have to kind of I don't know. Maybe it's too much of a struggle and starting off playing around with your sound at early, not being beholden to one particular sound. It's probably better to do that early.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I never want to be the person who's pigeonholed into one thing, you know, because I feel like especially as like a solo, you know, labeled singer-songwriter or whatever you want to call it, I feel like people can pigeonhole you into being like, oh, okay, so they just play acoustic guitar and they can't do anything else, and which is absolutely not true for me and for a lot of my, you know, my peers who do this as well. Like they do way more than, you know, what that stereotypical singer-songwriter thing is, and you know, playing around with new stuff and using all of this amazing technology that's available to us. Like I love that. I love that, and I don't know. I just think it's really cool to try something new. This dog wants to play.
Yeah, he's gonna just do that. Just ignore him.
It's okay. I love him.
Just don't engage.
Don't engage.
Don't look at him.
Just don't look at him.
Spit on him if you want to.
Asking me not to look at a dog is like
He's giving me like
torture.
the really sad eyes right now.
Yeah, he knows what to do. He's not stupid.
I'm not falling for it.
It's okay. I play the same trick as well.
I've been listening to the CD or Seasons, and I've just been going through everything. It's really interesting to me because at first I just like, well, let me start at the top, and I clicked on the Seasons demos.
Yeah.
And they were just recorded on an iPhone.
Yep. Yeah. So
just sitting in a room, the mic on board, or
yeah, literally the Seasons demo. So a bit of background for our listeners at home. I put out the Seasons demos for the 1-year anniversary of when I released Seasons, which Seasons was released in April of 2017. So the Seasons demos was released in April of 2018. And I was just kind of like scrolling through my phone one day, and I had, you know, all of these voice memos of, you know, songs that ended up being on the album that I had just recorded, because when we're writing new songs, or at least when I write new songs, I always just record them on my phone so I don't forget them.
Yeah, that's another thing. I used to have to write them out in tablature. It's
yeah.
like on a notepad.
I still do that too. You know, recording them helps me remember how they go, but I definitely write it out to remember how to play it. So I found all of these things, and I was like, oh my God, this would be so cool. Because I was listening to it and comparing it to what the version on the album sounded like, and I was like, holy shit, these have either like changed so much or they have not changed at all.
Yeah.
And, you know, in a year's time. And I think that's just really cool to kind of listen to the growth of a song, you know? And I was like, wow, wouldn't that be cool to kind of compile that and make it into a little like happy anniversary to the first album? And
the first thing that had jumped into my mind when I heard them, and then I went, oh, they're demos for this album. Okay, and I started listening to the album. The first thing that jumped into my mind was Jeff Buckley did his sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk.
Yeah.
It's weird because coincidentally I brought that CD for my trip to Canada, and we were listening to that, and when you hear, you know, because he did those 4-track on disc 2, he did those 4-track recordings of some of the songs that were on disc 1 that were finished.
Right, sure.
And I immediately thought of that, and I couldn't get it out of my head. But then when I'm listening through Seasons, I'm like, man, it's got that ominous kind of sound that he had throughout that album.
Yeah.
Even though you have a couple songs, actually it's almost 50-50 where you got upbeat and then you got stuff that's really somber and dark.
Yeah.
Those were really my favorites because that's just
Thank
my
you.
kind of
Because he's angry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm angry on the inside.
Yeah.
Goofy
Yeah.
on the outside, rotting on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't we all in this time?
But I was like, man, that's cool, and I couldn't
Thank
get it
you.
out of my
Wow.
head how
Yeah.
it reminded me of that. So
Yeah.
I really like the feel of that. I really like the feel of his album because it sounded very raw to me, and I think that's what yours sounds like. Not raw as in like, oh, this recording sounds rough, but
like
I don't know. It's just
emotionally, I kind of get what you're saying.
and it's
yeah.
just got this this ambiance to it.
Yeah, like you can hear the room.
Yeah,
and
and
that's honestly what I really wanted. I recorded this entire album, produced it, engineered it, did it entirely by myself.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Did it all.
Continue the theme of the one-person band.
God damn. You took it one step further. I don't fucking need anybody.
Yeah, so
You start your own record label.
I mean, I had gone through some like shit in my life, as we all do, and it was basically a time in my life where I just needed to make something. And I had all of these songs, and I was writing new songs, and I was like, this needs to be an album. But yeah, so I produced it, engineered it, did it entirely by myself. And when I was like figuring out what I wanted it to sound like, I was thinking of Jeff Buckley actually, because I just love him, and the just the emotion that he has, like when he, like I listen to Grace probably about 3 times every day.
I wore that shit out.
Like,
sure.
And
I had it on cassette.
Oh, so you literally wore it.
I literally wore that one down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him, and I feel like hearing the room I feel like this album is pretty intimate. There's a lot of subject matter in it that's very personal, but maybe a listener can relate to it all. But I feel like hearing the room actually makes it a lot more of an intimate listening experience, and
that's
my like it, man.
That's my favorite thing about music is when it's honest.
Yeah,
and when
it has to
when
be.
Bands are too saturated, there's too much going on, and it sounds like.
Like
there
there's
was
7 fucking guitars in the room.
And there's 3
not 7
producers
guitar
going,
players.
all right, so maybe you should hit this note instead of this note because this is going to sound more dissonant or this is going to sound more upbeat and blah, 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 just dissecting and dissecting and dissecting and polishing and polishing and polishing, and then it just loses its life.
Yeah.
And when I hear stuff like this, it's just like, gives me hope,
Thank
It's
you.
like,
yeah.
Bands like Middle Class Rut is another one. Their album Pick Up Your Head. I always go back to that because that was like a weird one, and the fans did not like that one. I don't know if you're familiar with the band.
No, I can't say familiar.
They recorded it in a room, and it was all room mics and a little bit of overdubbing later. But man, does it sound raw.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But it doesn't work for everybody, and I think it really sounds good, especially with in your voice as well. With that,
yeah.
'cause
Yeah, when we kind of kept that going when we recorded the new single. I had recorded that back in June at a studio called Nashphone Studios, Nashphone Recording, and my friend Jesse, who runs the studio and who he's crying now.
He's fine. he's totally full of shit.
Totally full of shit.
I'm gonna move my cooler and he can sit.
So my friend Jesse, who runs the studio and engineered the track and co-produced it with me.
Jesse.
His name is what's his last name? Jesse, I'm sorry. I love you. He's not on that one. He's on the new single. He's in a band called Candy Ambulance. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No, I thought it was
They're
a Jesse
great.
that we knew.
No. Jesse Bolduck is his name, and he's great. And so is Candy Ambulance. You should listen to them.
Candy Ambulance sounds like a great band name.
They're fucking awesome.
And it's because of that I will listen to the band.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. So we were talking about how we wanted it to sound and, doing the recording process. And, I had talked about how I wanted you to feel the room, kind of like what we were discussing before. And, but in a way, this is a lot more the new song compared to stuff on the album. It's a lot more full in terms of just instrumentation, because there's the drums and all of that. It definitely has a higher production value, which was an intentional choice kind of going into the recording, because I feel like today, all of this technology that we use to record and make music is definitely amazing. And, it's really amazing that I could literally record a song on GarageBand on my iPhone and upload it to iTunes within a time span of like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. But sometimes I feel like quality gets sacrificed for quantity.
Yeah.
In a way. So, and I kind of felt that when I was recording Seasons, because I was doing it all myself, and, it was just kind of me making all of the decisions, which I like. I definitely like having creative control and stuff like that. But it was kind of like, all right, the song's done. That means it's done. Like, let's go. But having Jesse there to record this new song and just having like a second opinion and, just kind of another input on the production side of things was definitely great. But we still wanted to keep the kind of demo-ish quality of it.
Yeah.
So, just with a higher production value.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, and just because it's high production value doesn't mean it has to lose that.
Exactly.
It just sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, and I think we found a really
sonically.
good. I think we found a really good balance with it.
It's a really cool song,
Thank you.
and I like the addition. I definitely like the addition of the drums. I was reading on you play guitar, you play mandolin.
I do.
And the evil word around here, the ukulele.
Yeah, I do play ukulele.
I saw that and it jumped out at me.
Our last guest brought a friend with a ukulele, and we told him he couldn't play it.
That's understandable.
So now that I wasn't sure if he was like I just said no ukuleles, but it wasn't like he wasn't.
It was a joke.
He
Yeah,
wasn't here. He wasn't like the guest. We had banjo, and banjo was going to play a guitar, not a banjo. His name is Banjo.
His name is Banjo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
And his friend's name is Guitar, but he plays a ukulele.
Wow, they sound like a perfect match.
It's not true.
So I have to ask, why?
Why do I play ukulele? I don't know, man. It's just kind of one of those things where it was like, well, I play guitar.
Hipster as fuck. That's why.
Here's the thing, though. I don't play ukulele at shows. I don't even really play ukulele that much anymore. It's just kind of an instrument that I can play because I taught myself how to play it because I knew how to play guitar. Basically, I just want to play every instrument known to man. So
Is playing
fair.
a ukulele easier than playing a guitar?
no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I play.
It's just like, yes.
I mean, it probably is to someone who's never. It probably is to someone who hasn't started on guitar, at least in my experience. I started on guitar, so guitar is like my thing, Everything is harder compared to guitar for me. But, I mean, ukulele's pretty easy, too.
I just like, I don't know what it is, and it happens a lot at open mic. We do, Crafted Cup does the open mic on Thursday nights.
Right, sure.
And it's just like, people bring their ukulele. You can bring your ukulele. I'm not saying that you should.
Yeah, Ryan just
not
runs
allowed
open
to.
mic. He just doesn't make the rules.
Yeah. If you bring your ukulele, you're like, I'm going to play my ukulele, and I'm going to go, okay.
Cool.
I'm not going to be happy about it, but everybody else might be. So and it's not about me. It's about you, and it's about the crowd.
Yeah.
But in the back of just know when I'm sitting on the stairs staring at you, in the back of my head, I'm like, I hope that every string on that thing breaks right now.
Oh my
I don't want to hear it ever
One goes
again.
right in your eye.
In the ukulele's defense, there are some people who play that instrument like miles better than I've ever heard on any instrument.
That
gonna
great
go
big
on-
fat guy
I'm
that
gonna
died. What's his name?
That great big
my
fat guy that
God.
died. I'm going to go on YouTube, and I'm going to just type in sick ukulele playing.
Sick ukulele.
Yeah.
You want to hear a sick ukulele player? I'll make a shout out to a friend right now for the ukulele's sake. Her name is Amy Madeline, and you need to fucking listen to her because she plays the ukulele better than I've ever heard anyone play.
Are you on that?
Well, I didn't have her, but I want to watch this sick ukulele jam by Steal Your Face.
Wow.
It's got 1.17,000 views.
Steal My Face.
They put 1.7
1.17 thousand.
They put 1.7K, and it's annoying.
What was
So,
what was the person's name that you said?
Amy Madeline.
Amy
so it's
Madeline.
Amy with an I.
Oh
And
God.
then Madeline.
So I don't think this guy is gonna he just basically says, "Jam it out on the ukulele. Feel free to use, free download," and he gives the site.
Free download.
Yeah.
Steal my face, more like steal my heart.
Not impressed yet. Still not impressed. And he's playing in a parking garage. It's so echoey.
All right.
This is terrible.
He loves that natural reverb.
This guy stinks.
He wants to hear the room.
I got Amy Madeline here. Now I'm very curious to see. I'm just gonna kind of go like in the middle of the song.
She's amazing. What song is it?
Sleepyhead. Okay. Hang on.
Can you throw the video up so I can see?
Because you got it. Now see. Now this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So give me a second. Let me just pop this up.
I want to see the video.
She sounds like she has 5 hands.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
So watch her strumming
There
hand.
she is.
So watch her strumming hand
She's like strumming in both directions at once.
Yeah.
With 4 fingers.
She's so good.
She's using her thumb to play the bass note.
Yeah.
And then her index, her middle, and her ring to finger pick.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
And she's strumming all at the same time.
See, that's badass.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you can play it well, I respect
I just see a lot of people just going plink, 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 plink.
And they just the one chord.
Or what's the other one? The Jason Mraz one. What's that one?
I'm Yours. That song,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's stuck. It makes me physically ill.
Adam, what is this?
Uh-oh. You got questions?
Yeah.
Well, we got to do this.
That's the unofficial bumper.
It's What Are You Drinking?
Man, you guys are fucking killing it with these theme tunes.
You know what's killing it today? My computer.
Woo! Yeah.
You're pushing your luck. I can't wait until you play a bumper at the end of, like, on the outro, it's going to fuck up and it's going to ruin it. Actually, we shouldn't even check that off until the show's over.
Right? Yeah. It's not over. It's not over till it's over.
All right. I'm confident. So what are you drinking?
So
I don't know, Adam. What am I drinking?
You're drinking this. I already finished my half.
This is Trogs.
We think.
It's either Trogs or Tregs.
Tregs.
Trogs or Tregs. Hop Knife Harvest Ale. Wow.
Hop
Knife. Pretty good,
I like that.
Yeah, so I just went to Hershey, Pennsylvania for the weekend. And we got there. Joe and Monica didn't get the memo that we were leaving on Friday, so we wound up taking 2 separate cars, and they got in at 9.
Idiots.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, no one told them. And by no one, I mean Amy. So they came in at 9. So we wanted to get food, so we found like the one of 2 places that still had food within 60 miles of where we were staying. And we went there. The food was fucking awesome. I can't remember the name of it. And they had Trogs on tap. We had whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. But we kicked the keg. Like, I ordered another beer, and she was like, you can have this much. We're changing the keg. And it was this Hop Knife.
It's good.
It's the Hop Knife Harvest Ale. And I would say, it's an IPA, but it's not too bold. It's definitely... I
was just going to say that, yeah.
Yeah, it's only 87 IBU, so it's very approachable.
Yeah.
6.2% alcohol. Cascade hops, Chinook, Eldorado, Centennial, Citra, and Columbus. So that's 5 hops? Something like that. 6 different hops. But it's fantastic. It's very fresh, very juicy.
Yeah, this is definitely like for someone who... I happen to like IPAs, but for people who don't like IPAs, I feel like they could drink this, and it would just be...
Yeah, for sure. Amy liked it, and she doesn't like IPAs at all. So, and now I'm about to try... I haven't had a sip of this yet.
Oh, not a sip? Not a drop?
You're going to play right now?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so it's the Raspberry Bramble Goza.
All right, do it.
I see your finger on the thing.
I'm not going to play it, though.
You're going to play something else?
Yeah. Sorry.
Ooh, that's nice.
Is it fruity?
It's salty.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
goza.
goza.
Yeah, that's right. You got to prepare yourself
Yeah.
for those. You got to get into a mental state.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a great goza, but it's just a goza. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. It's good. It is a goza. It's exactly what you expect. Not getting any raspberry, though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Gozas are funny like that. The saltiness kind of detracts from the sweetness of the whatever.
It's
fruit
good. I
is
mean,
in
it's
there.
good. I'm going to drink the whole thing.
And
So
we
I
got-
have like 3 other beers to try too. So
Yeah.
So we'll circle back to this.
It's gonna be a fun
after
one.
I finish this beer.
I was.
I mean, I don't know what your alcohol tolerance is, but if you'd like to try this, you're welcome to.
My alcohol tolerance is I weigh 100 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's
Yeah.
nearly none.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
So I'll probably have 2 more beers before you're ready for another taste.
I was
My
gonna
alcohol
bring
tolerance is that I'm a really cheap date.
I was gonna bring back something for what are you drinking, but
You drank it?
I drank it.
Yeah.
We were in Canada, and liquor stores, the LBCO, yes, LBCO, the liquor and booze of Canadian organizations, closes at 7:00 on Sunday, and we panicked because we didn't have any wine, and I drank it. But it is from It was from Conzelman Estate Winery up in Niagara on the Lake, Ontario. Oh no! Go to Niagara Falls, see it, and immediately retreat out of there and go to Niagara on the Lake and drink wine in beautiful wine country.
That's good
Yeah.
advice.
Because
you don't want to.
Niagara is the worst. when
Yeah,
it's
it's just
tourist
strip
trap
malls.
nightmare.
Yep. It's terrible.
Horrifying.
Yep.
Anyway.
So I also had one other thing which I should talk about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you went and did something dumb.
No, not that.
Oh.
I was going to talk about more beer.
Oh, okay.
More beer.
I'm going to blank on the fucking name of it.
Amy?
No. You know what's the thing when Amish people Rumspringa.
Yes. When
Yeah,
they go
so
they go out and see the world.
All right, so you
there's
know
a-
about it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
of
there's
course.
a Rumspringa brewing company.
He's
No
like,
way.
Yeah.
yeah, he goes, we went to Rumspringa Brewing Company. I went, and he starts giggling, and I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't. That's not funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny word.
What is that?
So I brought back a growler from there, which was fantastic. It was like a hazy pale ale. It was really, really good. But a growler's not going to keep for 2.5 days, especially after a car ride.
Yes.
So we drank it last night, and it was still good. It was delicious. So I just want to give them a shout out because it was really good.
Oh.
So, and they made some fantastic ciders, and
I love cider.
they have a half or a full flight. Half flight 7, full flights 14, and that is because you get 7 tastes or 14 tastes of their 14 offerings. So I was expecting like 4-ounce pours. No, they were like 6.5. They were like this tall.
So you're
Wow.
shit
So we're-
canned by the end.
No,
of it.
we're on our
Yeah.
way. Well, I was just like, let's just get one flight and everybody try them so we know what we want to take home. This is between 4 people. So I'm like, that's totally reasonable. 14,
Yeah.
small. And then they come out and it's like, well, this is like 6 beers. Yeah. So, I mean, we drank them, but it was, everybody had to
Work.
drive after. Yeah.
I mean, I did it, but
Yeah. So, they got a great little spot. And they're like upstairs from like a winery, like a wine place.
It's a winery.
No, they're not a winery. They're a place that sells wine. What's that?
A wine
store.
distributor. A wine store.
Yeah,
Wine bar.
a store that sells wine. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he barking at?
Probably.
So we
Saying
didn't
you're
we
wrong.
didn't do the free wine tasting because we had too much beer, and had to drive 4.5 hours home.
That was the thing about.
Well, we've all been there.
Conzelman did that too. You get a taste. You get a taste of three of our wines, and they were just like 6-ounce pours of wine. I'm like, these are full glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's like, yes, I know. I'm pouring them.
congratulations.
So,
So yeah, I also got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on a roller coaster.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it was
Oh my
awesome.
God.
It was
That's
super
so
scary.
What
Like,
roller coaster? At Hershey Park?
Yeah, it was at Hershey Park. It was
The teacups.
Yeah, on the teacups.
Will you?
Well, the worst part was I was planning on doing it on a roller coaster, and we drank so much the night before, like so much.
No, yeah, you can't
And
do that.
I was fine, But Amy wasn't feeling too good. She had like really bad heart. She just drank like too many of those fucking Truly ciders or something.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Seltzers. They're not ciders. They're seltzers. Why do we both do that?
I don't know. Because they're gluten free.
So she wasn't.
God damn it.
They're good.
She wasn't feeling good. And I was like, she's not going to go on any roller coasters. I'm not going to be able to do this. And then we wait in line for an hour and 45 minutes. And Joe doesn't go on any roller coasters because he gets like really dizzy. He gets vertigo.
Yeah.
He can't do it. So he basically paid $50 to go on one ride the whole time.
A true friend.
Yeah. So he waited in line with us the whole time and then took all of our stuff while we went on the roller coaster. And then
held it there like
yeah.
a proud parent
So-
watching their
so
kid
then
go
I
on
had-
a ride by themselves.
So then we're getting on the
Yeah,
ride.
Did he wave?
Yeah, he
Did
did.
he wave?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Of course he did.
He's got his iPhone out, like ready to take a picture, but then you go by too fast and they miss it,
Yeah.
and then your mom makes
A
you
bunch
do it
of-
again.
He's got a bunch of blurry dad pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just sat down there and held all of our stuff, and that was his day. But so we wait in line for like an hour and 45 minutes for
End
the first
scene.
roller coaster. And the way that I did it was I took her ring and I put it on my pinky and like turned it inside so that I wouldn't drop it.
Right.
And then, you know, when you get to the top of the roller coaster and you're just about to go over,
Yeah, right before it goes ping.
Yeah, that was when I asked her, and she freaked out. It was awesome.
Oh my god. Yes. What roller
Yeah,
coaster was
and
it?
I really, what's that?
What roller coaster
It was a
was it?
yellow one.
Man,
It
what
was-
an
know
asshole.
what it was?
I just
Doesn't
can't.
even
I can't remember.
the name of the roller
I can
coaster
find
that
it.
he proposed to his wife
Yeah.
to be.
I know
Oh
I
my
did it
God.
at Hershey Park.
What a dick.
It wasn't like the fecalator or the
No, it was like the
the snot
something
rocket
cloud
or whatever the fuck.
something.
It's not
I can
rocket.
find it.
Dueling dragons.
I
don't
have
know,
to.
no.
I'll just. I'm gonna have to scroll through 40 posts about dogs on Amy's.
It's okay. You don't have to.
It's a good thing.
Oh, you
didn't-
know what? I can just click on random of the 150 notifications that I have.
That's too many.
It was called the Sky Rush.
The
Oh,
Sky
all right.
Rush.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I bet she was feeling that rush when you asked her
Yeah.
to marry her.
It was a cool. I realized like an hour into us waiting online that I didn't pick the right roller coaster to do this, because it was one of the maglev ones, so it just shoots you off. So you go up the hill really fast, like
Right.
20 or 30 miles an hour.
So you had no
So I had to,
processing
so I had
time.
to, I had to
Yeah.
time it right. I couldn't keep it in my pocket. I needed to have it on my finger. So I was like, this might not work. And as we're waiting in line, I was like, if we wait on this many lines, we're going to go on 3 roller coasters today. Wound up not being that bad. It was just that one was towards the beginning of the park, and it was, right when they opened. So it was a bad line.
All right, well.
But all the other.
Well, it happens. You're engaged. So.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Oh yeah, she said yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure.
Phew.
She's yelling a lot.
Smug. Could have been bad
That's
though,
awesome.
because I went on a roller coaster with Brooke at Universal,
She
and
puked all over everything.
no, it was a rock and roller coaster, and it takes a video of you
Oh.
Yeah.
as you're going like in sections,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to watch like chunks of the video at the end. So while we were going through, woo, I
Yeah.
turned my left, and she's coughing like with every ounce of her soul, right? And I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna die. And then we get down and we watch the video, and it's like it's literally like us with joy in our hearts as we're climbing up the first hill, and we're like, woo! And the second one, it's me going like this, staring at her, going, dying in the passenger seat.
Why didn't you buy that video?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. We balked.
Yeah.
We were laughing so hard.
I would
Yeah.
have spent. I would have spent the $25 to buy that video.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna get the picture from the ride, but the picture was really bad. It just
Yeah.
wasn't good because it took the picture. It took the picture before because they launch you with the magnetic thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
Right.
when it took the picture. So it wasn't even. It was before I asked.
That's like at the beginning
Yeah.
of. Who takes a picture
Yeah.
at the beginning of the roller
Yeah.
coaster?
Yeah,
At
it
the
was very
beginning or
weird.
At the end, when
But,
your hair
you
is
need-
all askew.
Yeah, you need one
But
at
I
the
tried
end
to get a
when you've
GoPro
been
on.
through the real shit.
And the guy noticed it, took it away.
What a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
and I couldn't very well go, dude. This is really important, So it was fine.
Piece
but
of shit.
yeah,
You could have just been like, hey, I'm about to do something right now, and
Yeah,
you're gonna,
well, she was
you're gonna be
she
real
was
sorry.
closer than you are to me.
Oh, was he
Yeah.
the guy closing the thing?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Oh no.
So I mean,
so you held up the line too.
Oh.
No, he just said, yeah, you can't ride with that on. And I was like, it's attached. It says right there. If it's attached, it's fine because it was on a strap. And he's like, you're gonna drop it. It's gonna hit you in the face.
And you're like, you're right.
No, he was wrong. I wouldn't have dropped it. I went on like 5 rides with the thing after that. I was just better at hiding it.
So he was just a dick.
Yeah,
Dick.
but he's just doing his job. You know, he could get if I hit myself in the face with a GoPro, he would get in trouble.
Sure.
But then like the guy who got off before us got off holding his iPhone, he took a video. So yeah, but I got that video of us on that fucking thing, the tower thing that you drop from.
I don't like that at all.
Those are fucking scary.
Don't like those.
The worst part about it is the waiting for it to happen.
The climb.
Well,
up.
this one shoots you up and you bounce. So you remember for your bachelor party, it was the same thing, except for
Bigfoot.
3 times as high. They had 3 different ones. One was, I don't know, they were like candy themed, obviously. So they had like a kid's one, which was a little bit lower than that one. And then they had another one, which was about as high as that one. And then they had another one that was a third higher. It was easily, I don't know, 10-story building, something like that. But it shoots you up from the bottom, and then you bounce around. And then when the bouncing stops, they bring you all the way to the top and then drop you, and then you bounce again.
As soon as you started describing that ride, all of the light just left my eyes.
Yeah, like
I hate those rides.
Hands and feet are tingling.
Do you want to watch the
hands
video?
and feet are tingling because it's terrifying. I did it at my bachelor party. We went to what was it? Great Adventure, and they had one of those, and I was just like, well, I got to go on it. And I'm terrified of heights. I don't like heights very well. Like, it makes me very nervous. Heights make me very nervous. But
Do you want to pull me up over here? I can play the video.
It's not so much the heights; it's more the ascent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the waiting. Like you're sitting, and then at one point it goes ka-chunk, and you're like clicked into place.
Yeah, Tom Petty
was right. And then
was
you're just
right
like, when is this going to happen?
You know, talking about the waiting.
So that's
it's the hardest part, man.
Holy shit.
So Amy didn't say fuck me in my ass this time.
Oh my
Is
god,
that
I
what
wish
she said?
did.
That's what she said with the slingshot thing. We played it on the show, remember?
I
When we
don't
went to
remember.
Jersey?
I don't remember.
So now you just bounced a couple times, and now they're like...
This is the part.
Yeah.
This is the part that freaks me the fuck out. the
That, dude, that's like 300 feet up.
I can't.
That's the worst
I
thing in the
fucking
world.
can't.
And then it clicks, and
Do
everybody
this.
freaks out.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. I'm just like, wait.
See if you can hear the click.
I just want it to be over.
Oh my god, fuck that. Ugh.
Was that
No.
before or after the
That
proposal?
was after,
Okay.
yeah. The first ride we went on was the one I did it on.
Dude,
Wow.
that's from frightening
You really
shit.
wanted to get it
Yeah.
over with, huh?
Well, I wanted to make
I bet
sure
you were
that
anxious.
Well, I just
And you know, the
wanted
waiting
to-
is the hardest part.
Yes.
I don't like that joke.
I'm going to write it down as a show title.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Rest in
man.
peace, Tom Petty. I love you.
Yeah. Big fan of Tom Petty? I listen to
I
another
love Tom Petty.
record I listened to on the way up was Full Moon, well, not the record, the CD.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to a record
Yeah,
in my
you just-
car for
like
8
you
hours.
hit the eject button and the thing comes out of the dash.
To the
It's like a
record.
laser disc. No, Full Moon
You gotta,
Fever. I
You got to do
just
6 miles an
revisited that
hour
one.
so it doesn't stick. It doesn't like skip.
Yeah, I love Tom Petty. He is like one of my heroes.
Listen
Love
to Full Moon Fever, and I never noticed the last track on the album, Zombie Zoo. Is
I don't think
just
I've heard that one. What
it's
songs are off of that one?
bizarre as hell. Well, that's Free Falling, Won't
Yeah,
Back Down,
okay,
Running
yep.
Down, and
Yep.
all the
all the
really
hits,
famous
yeah,
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of other really good. You know, the deeper tracks are really good too.
Mhm.
And
I
but
love me a
that
deep
last
cut.
song is just stuck in my head. Dancing at the Zombie Zoo. I swear to God. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I think I've heard that song.
weird as
I
shit.
like Tom Petty, but I wouldn't say I'm like a fan.
I love Tom
so
Petty.
I don't. I think I own one album.
Anytime I want to feel like super, like Fuck you. I always listen to Don't Come Around Here.
That's my favorite song by him. I love that song.
It's one of my favorite songs too. Whenever I'm like, man, I'm really mad at this person, I'm like, I put that song on and I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Love it.
All right, so where are we here?
I don't know.
Bing bong dong gong. What are you doing, Banjo? What are you doing? All right, so we've been going 45 minutes passed by.
Whoa.
Just like that.
Already?
So so let's take a quick break. I need to powder my nose.
Okay.
And
do you
then
want to play some of this on your broke ass computer?
I actually I have
it
it up on Bandcamp.
Okay, that's probably better because Bandcamp probably won't skip.
I want to play the oh wait, hold on one sec. I gotta isolate this. I want to play the new track first.
Yeah.
I don't know, or unless you were gonna play it.
I am gonna play it.
All right,
live,
so I'll hang on to that one.
Okay.
Are you taking requests?
What do you mean?
Were you planning on playing a bunch of different stuff?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Did you have a set list in mind?
Yeah. Yeah. You can if you want.
Can I ask
I
you
take
if
requests.
Taxi is on it?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
I just wanna hear that
Definitely play that
That
one.
one's super dark. I love it.
It's my mom's favorite song.
All right, so I have. Where is it? There we go. Why isn't it queued up? Because I'm a bad engineer and a bad radio guy. Okay, we'll just start.
The vocal fry.
All right. Well, we'll start with the first track. I Met You in the Summer. This is off of Seasons by Ciarra. Oh, I missed it. I almost screwed it up. Fragale. I wrote it down. Ciarra Fragale.
Fuck yeah.
This is off of Seasons. She's got a new single out called Ultimate Lover. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and Amazon. We'll come back. You'll play live, and it's going to sound really different. So stick around.
Really different.
We'll be right back.
When it's all said and done, I want you. So I sit and I stand and I wait for you to come. So do you try? Let me know. And I won't lie. This is snow. Big lights on the rise, and so and I met you in the summer of 16 stones. And I met you in the summer of leaving home. So do I try? I just don't know. Keep in mind we have time to grow. Big lights on the rise, and so has come to an end, I guess. So we fall into autumn with our arms open wide and our hearts in our chests. Don't know when I would say I love you so, or if I should. I know it's hard to say, but I could. I've been at it for days again, chasing something I wish I could find. I've been at it for days on end, thinking how I left you behind. But it's true, I didn't want to. But it's true, I still love you. This road is long and new, bearing spaces and lines in motion that keep me from seeing you. So I think of your eyes. What a surprise, what a surprise. Silver and gold, but I can't see. Oh, it cuts like a damn knife. And it's true, I didn't want to. And it's true, I had to. But you knew I still loved you. And you know I still do. How's the weather there? I'll be back soon. Be back soon. Be back soon.
Hi, I'm Andy Reid from Catskill Cabin Conversations on WGXE 90.7 FM. You're listening to Dead Radio Podcast. Enjoy. Do not fear.
All right.
Are you ready to try a little bit more of something? Yeah, if you like the last one, I think you'll like this one.
One quick belt.
Yeah. So we don't need to do a
For the
full-on
performance.
what are you drinking?
But while you're pouring that,
Probably
Yeah.
good.
I want to remind everybody to visit patreon.com/deadradiopodcast to contribute to the show.
Get Ryan a new computation machine.
Yeah, buddy. Also, Ciarra Fragale. I keep wanting to say Fruh-Gale, but it's Fragale.
Fruh-Gayle.
Well, because it's the
Right, yeah,
yeah, Fragale.
Yep.
Ciarra Fragale, CIARRA
That's it.
.com. Also on Instagram. Same name. I'm not going to do it again. .bandcamp.com. Also, Ciarra Fragale Music on Facebook.
Yes.
It's all
Social
in the
media.
it's all in the title and all that stuff. You can get it.
Yeah.
But
Pretty
yeah,
easy
we're
to
back. We're doing What Are You Drinking again? Should I
Real
do
quick.
the sounder real quick?
No.
Okay.
Don't do the sounder. So this is another one from Trogs. It's called Solid Sender Dry Hop Pale Ale.
Interesting.
5.2% alcohol, 45 IBUs, so a little milder than the last one. They brew this year round, but you can only get it at the brewery.
Ooh.
So it's caramel malt, Cascade hops, and dry hopped with Mosaic. This
bougie as
is
fuck.
Oh, weird.
so drinkable. I could have 12 of these.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crushable?
I like this better
It
than
is
the
so
last one.
crushable.
No offense to Trogs or Tregs, but I like this beer better than the other beer. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
still drinking your
this
beer.
is
So.
fantastic.
Caramel malt too, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Seems,
This
seems
was
strange
one.
with so
This
much
was
hop.
one I just grabbed off the shelf. I didn't try this one at the brewery.
Oh, I like it.
But I had like a 5 out of a 6-pack. I was like, this seems stupid, and I was like, what out of these can I not get in New York? And she's like, that one and that one and that one and that one. So
Man.
yeah,
There you go.
Wow.
yeah,
This is great.
fantastic.
I could sit on the beach and drink this.
I fucking hate the beach. But let's not talk about it.
I hate
That's
the
not-
beach.
That's not.
I hate the
here
beach
nor
until
there.
I go to the beach, and then I'm like, oh, I like the beach. I was just at the beach like last week.
I want to go to a beach. That's all. I haven't been to a beach this summer, just because it's been either raining on the weekend or 150 degrees, which you just don't want to go out.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, Ciarra's gonna play a couple tunes.
Yeah.
right?
Hell yeah. Let me get up
I'm
there.
excited.
I'm also excited. Thank you for having me. I'm really
No
excited to be
problem.
here.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally made it work.
I'm glad we finally found
Yeah.
someone who's excited to be here.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times where you're just like, I mean, you didn't have to come. Uh-oh. I'm not prepared. There you go. Go ahead.
Check.
Yeah,
check.
there you go.
Hello? Check. Hello?
Yeah, there's a few times where I'm like, well,
So this is a podcast. You're supposed to talk.
blood from a stone. So yeah, real quick, I just want to make sure everybody knows you're playing right now. The dates that I found, I don't know if you have anything sooner than October 18th, but you're playing at BSP in Kingston, which we have not gone to yet. But I really want to check out a show there. I just I've been busy.
Yeah, come to that one. That one's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's a great scene up there. It's a great music scene
Oh,
in Kingston
for
right
sure.
now. Also, October 20th at Angry Orchard in Walden. We actually we actually just talked about that. We just talked about them. Excuse me. They won me back there.
Nice.
The stuff that they're doing over there is a lot better than what's in the stores. So they kind of won me back. So
Yeah.
And also October 27th at Dark Side Records in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
At Duchess Turnpike somewhere.
46,
80,
80, 50.
It's by the big
5,
one.
It's the old
68.
off-track betting building. I don't know. It's by Kmart. Just go that direction.
by
You'll
Big
see it.
Lots.
It's a big building.
But
They have a new sign. You'll see it. Just
yeah, it's big as shit.
yeah.
So what are you gonna be? So what are you playing for us first here?
All right, so I'm gonna play the new song "Ultimate Lover."
All right, cool.
All right. Sweet.
Fire away.
Are we getting anything in here? Can you hear me? Yeah?
I got everything. Uh-oh.
I'm just not hearing the loop in there.
Uh-oh.
Is my monitor on?
Should be. I haven't touched anything.
Really? Because I can't hear myself. Technical difficulties. Oh, that's way better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to adjust that a little bit more. Sorry.
Sure. My fault.
Take 2. Walking
All right. Sorry. I wasn't 100%.
Now we tried to keep the end clean because, like I said, we're putting out a comp. What are you doing May 4th? Because I want you to play our music festival.
I'll do it.
Right. You did that like chorus thing, like the backup singing live?
Live harmonizing.
Yeah, I just did it just now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't looking when it happened, and I thought, yeah, like
It
maybe
fucks your world up. She did it before, and I was just like, and did not.
That was awesome.
It caught me way off guard.
It's funny because I'll be doing like a sound check, at venues and stuff, and I think you guys actually heard I did the Doug theme song,
Yes.
I couldn't put my finger on what that was.
That was driving me nuts. Oh my God, it's from fucking Doug. Holy shit, I'm an asshole.
So that's how I'll like, check the looper to make sure it's
that it's working.
And people are like, what is that? So I always like to make the joke. I'm always like, whoa, what the fuck was that, right? Because the look on people's faces is just like,
yeah, how do I know this?
They're like turning to your friends and like, is
well,
that you?
it's like it's also
I
like.
mean, by the way, I had the Salute Your Shorts theme stuck in my head for 2 days last week. So yeah, it happens.
How's it go again?
See, now it's gone. It's gone. It's
I
the part
honestly
where
can't
he
remember
goes, Camp Onawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, and the kid goes, it makes me want to fart. And then Ugg goes,
watch your mouth or pay the price.
No, he goes, it's I hope we never part. Get it right or pay the price.
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
And his name was Ugly.
Oh shit! I never even.
You never realized that?
Well, no, I just remember Ugg. I didn't.
His
know
name was like Ryan or something like that, but all the kids called him Ugg because his last name was
Ryan
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That makes it a lot more funnier. I gotta watch that. I gotta rewatch that. I'm sure it holds up.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Oh, it's probably.
All right,
on
let's stop talking about
I'm
Salute
sorry.
Your Shorts.
I got all excited. So, all right. So you were all over the what the hell were you tuned into on that one?
I was tuned. I was in drop D. So
okay.
Yeah. So both these were down to D.
And now where are we?
Now we're in standard.
Okay.
Good old standard tuning.
I like your capo. It looks like it was made by an Amish person.
It was actually made by a Brazilian person.
Ooh.
Ah.
And you
Is
know
that
what?
racist? Nah, it's not racist.
Don't write anything racist. This is actually a good opportunity to shout out to him because he lives in Kerhonkson, New York, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
But it's in the Hudson Valley. Yeah, he makes wooden capos.
Good vendor for Creator Fest.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, you can find him at Wooden K Capos on Instagram. I can give you his info.
Do that for sure.
He makes beautiful
I don't know how
stuff.
to. I'm just gonna write a K because I don't know how to spell capo.
It's capo CAPO.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's Wooden
not even a K.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we do a music festival, and it's all about like the vendors are all local creators, so he's creating something for musicians. So that's perfect.
It's called Creator Fest.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're very clever.
Yeah.
Wow.
We spent a month trying to come up with a name. That's what we got.
He's lost sleep at night trying to come up with the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wake up at like 3:30 in the morning. You're like, I got it. Creator Fest.
Yeah. The full name is Hudson Valley Creator Festival, but no one calls it that.
On May 4th, as I just learned.
May the 4th.
I'll put it in my calendar.
Yeah. So, and we'll have a rain date this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the rain date is probably gone on the day it's really going to rain.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But we'll see how it goes.
You have to pick and choose.
So-
All right, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah.
Life is a guessing
More
game.
plugs about that forthcoming over the next few months.
All
Sweet.
right, so what are we thinking for song number 2?
I'll do your request,
Yay.
Ryan. I'll do Taxi. This is also my mom's favorite song. So not only is this for Ryan right here in the room, but this is also for my mom wherever she is, probably at my house.
Call a taxi, 'cause I'm tired of walking. It's 12 blocks till my next destination, and I don't feel like
All right.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
That
Thank you
that
very
one.
much.
That one's so like that hit. I was, I kind of like when I listen, I multitask, and when that one made me like stop.
Wow. Yeah.
I go, oh man, those are good chords.
Thank you.
They're real dark.
Thank you. You want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
That was the first song that I ever wrote.
No way.
Yeah. I wrote it when I was
Wow.
like 15 or 16.
The chord progression's weird in that. It kind of takes you in a different direction than you're expecting. That's kind of why I like it. Like it has like these moments where it's very kind of like sweet sounding, and then it takes you back down into the muck.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like it's very, expletive of the song, because the song is kind of like you're all over the place, and I feel like musically it reflects that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first song. That was like the first song I ever wrote.
That's
the first,
awesome.
the first like real song,
Yeah.
where I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And
I want to make another.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm sure if you talk to like other musicians and songwriters, they'll say the same thing. Like, they have these songs that they always perform, and then they don't perform them for a while, and because they want to like perform new songs and stuff. This song has like never left a set list.
Yeah.
It's just kind of.
It's your dream on.
Yeah. Yeah. It is my dream on.
I hate that works.
Coincidentally, the only Aerosmith song I actually like.
Really?
Yeah. High fucking
It's
five.
Not,
I can't stand
it's
them.
not the best one they have.
I know,
for
but you know what?
That's okay.
It's my favorite.
That's okay.
Shut Up and Dance is my favorite because it's at the end of Wayne's World 2.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, that's been like, for what, 6 or 7 years now, that's been like just a constant song, and it's my mom's favorite, so I always like playing it for her, and yeah, it's just kind of like never left the rotation,
That's
which is
good.
kind of nice.
Yeah, if you're not getting tired of playing it, that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
When you start getting tired of playing a song, to me, it's just kind of
Yeah.
like, maybe I didn't go the right way in this because it should be more.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get tired of hearing the
Yeah.
song,
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but,
Yeah. I've never gotten tired of playing it. I've forgotten how to play it many times.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird. And you know what? It's fucking annoying. When you're on stage and you're like starting the song and you're like, oh my God. Your mind just goes blank.
You played the fucking thing 1,000 times.
1,000 times.
You're bored shitless.
Ugh.
And you're like, God, I wish I didn't have to play this tonight. I just don't feel like playing it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, that's good. I can't remember how to play it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just leaves your brain.
I mean, I'm not a musician, but I forgot a regular's name today that I definitely should have known.
Yeah.
It was
What a dick.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah. with
RPG almond milk Jordan.
Yeah. That's not like giving out her Facebook or anything, so it's fine.
Did you just remember who that person was by
Based on their
naming
drink.
their order?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Wow, that's the
But
most
I was
barista
sitting
thing
there.
I've
I
ever
was
heard.
like, I know exactly what she wants to drink, but I can't remember her fucking name. I should have known her name. I saw her 200 times last year.
Oh yeah.
200 times.
She
I
knows
see
your
her a
name,
year.
I bet.
You counted?
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, there's only one
Wow.
of me. There's a lot of customers.
Yeah. Real quick, you're from Montgomery,
I am from Montgomery.
and
yeah.
that you are there. That's where you live. Some
yeah.
people say they're from Poughkeepsie, but they're really like, I live in LaGrange.
Posers.
Like Snooki.
Oh my God. I remember when I was a teenager and I found out that she was from Poughkeepsie, and
Yeah.
it was when
Well, she's not.
everyone
but
still watched.
she's
I
not.
know
Yeah.
she's from I digress.
Her name is Nicole. She's terrible, and I
Nicole.
shot a wedding that she was in.
Wow.
She's awful.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
But anyway, I freaked out when I found out that
It's
she
like-
was from the Hudson Valley.
Just everyone, brace yourselves.
Just hey.
Snooki is a terrible human being.
I wish we had a sound.
Yeah,
effect.
I had to deal with
It
her
was
for
like-
9 hours.
That was so smarmy. I loved it.
Thank God.
You heard it here,
9
folks.
Yeah.
9
Breaking
hours.
fucking news.
Breaking fucking news.
9 hours. I had to look at that. Ugh.
Wow.
Sorry.
But yes, I am from Montgomery. Yeah, I live there now. I'm back with my parents, but I lived in New Paltz for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years, because I went to school there.
Ah, all right.
Go Hawks.
That's pretty much Amy's sentiment. My fiance.
That fist pump was just.
Go Hawks. My fiance went there and hated every moment of it.
No, I
It sounded like Kip. It sounded like Kip at the end of Napoleon Dynamite. Peace out.
Peace out. Oh, God, I love that movie.
Pull me into town.
Oh my God, I always forget about how much I love that movie.
Yeah.
But I love
I haven't
that
watched it
movie.
in a long
we
time.
learned
Yeah, I
the term
haven't watched it in
bodega.
years.
Yeah.
Bodega?
Yeah, we learned the term bodega,
We got a.
which is what you call someone after throwing oranges at their van.
All right.
You know, Adam and I during the break, we Googled the word jabroni because I
Yeah.
love that word.
I
And
didn't, know, I didn't know it was a wrestling thing.
It's a wrestling.
The
it's
Rock.
wrestling
Yeah.
slang.
Dwayne
yeah.
the Rock Johnson.
And I use that
She
word
was
all
like,
the
"How
time.
would you spell jabroni?" And we both had it wrong.
Jabroni.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was like, How would you spell the plural
plural
of
of it.
jabronis? It's just like, is it a Y or
It's
is it
jabroni.
an IES? It's jabroni.
It is.
which would be spelled the same way.
Man.
Or it's got one
It's
of
like
those
deer and
lines
deer.
at the top of the eye at the end.
Yeah.
The horizontal
Oh,
line.
okay.
Yeah,
It's very.
jabroni.
That's too
Man.
European for the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
No, what is it? World
The
WWE now.
Yeah. But yeah, we Googled and I had no idea. I use it as a term of endearment all the time. And had no
Does
idea
it
that it
change
was
your opinion?
Absolutely not. I'm going to use it more.
I still feel like it's an insult.
I'm going to use it more now. I'm going
Yeah.
to call everyone jabroni.
The Rock rules.
Yeah.
It's well known. So I realized as you were starting to play that song, I muted the drum pad because it's making a little bit of noise.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are you going to be using that for this song?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
No, it's fine. I just want to
Okay.
make sure I got it at the ready.
Great. Awesome. Awesome. Should I play one
She
more
asked,
or
"Is
two
that?"
more?
Let's do two more.
Yeah,
Two more?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But just so you know, she asked, "Is that okay?" And you said, "No, it's fine."
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's a New York
That's
thing.
like yeah, or like no, yeah. No, yeah.
So you
Nah,
just
yeah.
so
No,
you
yeah.
said you
No, yeah.
said it wasn't okay, but it's fine.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So just to clarify for everyone at home, Ryan is not happy about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fine.
He's giving me dirty looks from
Yeah.
across the studio.
Yeah.
I can't do dirty looks. I'm not.
No.
Is that a dirty look?
I know you have a
No,
very
it's very sexual when you make a dirty look. It's a problem. Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
very sincere face. Very
I'm not
sincere
menacing.
No, you look like you're trying to seduce me in a very weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Like across, like if you were in a gay gym and you were making that. Yeah.
I was told to seduce my boss today, and I made a certain face. I did this face,
Mm. Well, I'm sold.
and it worked.
And it worked.
I made him agree on policy. So
Mm.
there we go. Yay me.
Policy.
Just oozing sexual, whatever.
I mean, it's
Anyway.
something, and it's definitely oozing, but it's not sexual.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we're going in the wrong direction. So what's the name of this one?
This is a brand new one, actually.
Wait a minute. Have you ever played it?
There's a bumper.
Is,
There's a bumper.
So
He's
is it?
excited.
There's no recording of it out there yet?
No.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
It's a Dead Radio exclusive.
Yeah. Try not to get too nervous.
She's verklempt.
Oh my God. I am
So much production.
I am beet red, sweating like a maniac.
Well, that's just because it's fucking hot in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good 78 in here, easily.
It's okay.
Anywho,
I mean,
It's all right.
So what's the name
It's
of
not
this one?
okay, but it's fine.
This is a new one. It's called Colorado. It's
All right.
inspired by the state of Colorado on a
Weird.
recent trip that I went to in Colorado.
all right.
And let's hope I don't fuck it up.
How far does that river go? The mighty Colorado, winding down to the valley below. How wide does that river lie? The one that goes to the mile high, winding down from the Rocky Mountain sky. How deep does that river sit? The one that deepens bit by bit, winding down from the red rock colored pit. it's done. How far, 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 how far does that river go? The mighty Colorado, winding down from the valley below. How far does that river go? The mighty Colorado, winding down to the valley
Holy shit, we even get a fade out?
That was impressive.
I love a good fade out.
That was awesome, man.
Thank
that
you.
was great.
Yeah.
That was cool as hell.
Yeah, thanks.
How the fuck do you keep all that straight in your head? That would drive me nuts.
Yeah, so I
Cool.
tried to play guitar for 1 week, and I said that I can't make my left hand and my right hand do different things, and I gave up. And you obviously did not. Are you really good at like rubbing your tummy and patting your head?
Well, I'm trying to take the guitar off so I can actually show you.
Okay.
That's my party trick.
Okay.
Okay.
Were you planning on doing this, or you? Okay, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't
She
do
was
that.
planning on doing it.
I'm really good.
We
at
didn't
it.
talk about this earlier.
Oh, all right. I can do it. I've never.
I can't do it.
I love it.
Do
I
it.
gave up.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah.
I'm a real
Oh,
boy.
man. I fucked it up as soon as I started talking. That's where I get lost.
Man.
Oh, that's wild. So you're really, you're going all in with this this drum machine shit.
I love it. I love it.
Not to mean, not saying that it's shit. I don't.
No,
want
no.
anybody to.
Honestly, it's what
Yeah,
was.
it's just an adjective. It's fine.
Well, because for a while I was like getting bored. I was like, man, this is. There needs to be something else, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't necessarily want to start a band because I like being by myself. I think I'm good at it, and I was like, oh, drums, yeah, drum machine, let's do it. So, yeah, got this.
Gives you a little focus too. I mean, like I've always, some people it helps. With me, I've always needed like a drummer or some sort of rhythm section to kind of like keep me in check.
Yeah.
And kind of give me focus. For some people, that's just a distraction. So it's all, it's all about how you feel.
I'm all about it.
And
all about it, baby.
How the music comes out.
Yeah.
So are you not gonna play guitar for this one?
I'm not gonna play guitar for this one.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So
Just
now,
give me 2 seconds to change the batteries.
come on. So talk to me about this next one that you're gonna do.
This next one that I'm gonna do, it's called "You Haven't Said a Word." It's on the album Seasons.
I like that one too. That one's cool.
Yeah, that was like my first, because I've been doing, even though the drum stuff is new, I've been doing like the vocal looping for quite some time, and "You Haven't Said a Word" was really kind of like my first experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up turning into like something that I'm super proud of, and just a nice little thing, and if a successful experiment, because I kept implementing it into what I was doing in the live show, and actually on the album you're hearing live loops.
Oh, so you recorded it as you were playing it?
Yep, for that one I did.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because I wanted it.
So you
Because I
didn't
wanted it to have
chop
the
it up
live
or
loops.
anything. That's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Didn't chop it up, and
Nice.
yeah.
It's called integrity, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Same reason we don't edit this show.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because we're lazy.
Definitely not because of that.
Yeah, this one. This is the song that like kind of. I wouldn't say it separates itself from the album, but it's definitely You can go ahead with those. I had it muted.
Oh,
Sorry.
you had it muted. Okay, sorry.
It's definitely that song where you're just like, oh, this is way different from what was going on before. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of throw that one in there because
it's IG88 for any of our fans.
Okay. Rest in peace, Francis Dean.
Oh, and real quick, rest in peace, Hudson's Crew.
Well, I could put your sticker over theirs on my boosted board now, I
Wow.
guess.
What happened to why don't we like Francis?
Oh no, we love them.
I was gonna say
they're
I
just
love
no longer.
Francis Dean. Yeah.
They're just no
Love
longer.
Hudson's Crew.
They're just no longer.
No longer bands.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We called Francis Dean months before they broke up.
Jesus.
I called Hudson's Crew months before that, actually.
The curse.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think there
Hey,
might be a
you
little
can
bit of
never.
curse.
Your band can never break up.
Yeah.
You just change the name.
Yeah.
You can either stop making music or die.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
So, but you know,
On a lighter note.
and another band that we interviewed, they had a breakup with their guitar player, and now she's on her own. Shout out to Monty and Babe Patrol.
After coming on your show.
Yes, after coming on our show. Oh, and
So-
their bass player left too.
That's but they didn't break up.
Can we start?
No,
can
they're
we
all
start? I want to start a pass-fail check-off list.
Yeah.
For the
So we
amount
should
of
list
bands that
all
have
the
broken
bands that are
up.
on the show and then just cross them off when they fucking
I
meet
want
their demise.
I want to see those statistics.
Yeah.
Change
Well,
their,
Babe Patrol.
change their
Babe
pictures to
Patrol
black
is
and
a
white.
different.
Yeah.
Babe Patrol is a different
Like a black
situation
X.
because they didn't break up. They're just.
Well,
there's only,
no,
There's
they-
only one original member.
Yeah. Is that true? Wow, that's true.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Crazy.
It's just Jules. Yeah.
Babe Patrol.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
They're good. They're really good.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
It's great.
They're great.
Uh,
Monty's great. They're all great. It's just
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
They're just
like
not
not
playing
talking
music
shit
together.
about the
Yeah.
music. It's just you see like this isn't gonna last. You know.
well,
and
that
it-
I didn't see coming, but you know.
well, we did. We talked about it.
Quiet.
I love the
Yeah.
amount of friends that we're shouting out on this show. I love
Yeah.
it. Keep the community alive.
Yeah.
Where's Logan? Logan's not commenting.
Yeah.
He's watching.
I bet you he's
Yeah.
watching.
Hi, Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now no one's gonna break up, and NCM's gonna kill a bunch of people. It's terrible.
Yeah. Pete's just gonna drive a car into a crowd.
Sierra's gonna stop making music.
It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
the Dead Radio curse.
You heard it here first.
We could hashtag that. That's not gonna be a title.
You're
but
gonna go full Latvian Orthodox, and you're never gonna play music ever again.
All right, I'm writing that down.
Wow. Man.
That's stolen
don't-
from Seinfeld.
That's fine.
So, all right. So the name I forgot the name already.
You haven't said a word.
You haven't said a word.
Yeah.
All right, but I have. I've been saying all the words.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Time
all
for
right.
music.
Great. Here we go. Oh wait, sorry, fucked that up. It's like, why am I not hearing anything?
Start. Yeah.
I'm gonna start over.
Restart. Yeah.
Sorry.
You haven't said a word. You haven't said
Holy shit. That is some wild, wild stuff. It's awesome. I
You're
love
officially more talented than Logan Callahan.
Whoa. Logan, if you're still watching, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. He's just lazy.
He's
All right, then fuck you, Logan. I'm better than you.
Holy shit.
Holy
This is really cool.
Yeah,
I just,
that was awesome.
It's so
Thank you so
wild.
much.
And the fact that you could do it live, too.
That's, yeah.
You know.
This is going to be a cool departure on the comp.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, man. Live in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. I took my headphones off, like, kind of halfway through it, and it's just like, you're just singing
Just
and
singing
going.
a
It's just
cappella.
it sounds like, it just sounds like,
I'm just hitting things. Yeah.
it just sounds like clunking in the background.
just
tunk,
hitting things.
Tunk, tunk, tunk. And I'm like,
You know, it's funny. When I first got this, I was practicing like downstairs in my bedroom at my parents' house, and my sister walked in, and she was like, "What is that? What are you hitting? Like, what is that?" Because all she heard was just like,
well, I have it muted, so go ahead and hit it.
all she heard was like this. Like, it sounds so silly.
Yeah.
It sounds so silly, but it's cool as fuck. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking if my wife was, I'm not sure if my wife's home or not, but if she's listening upstairs, she's probably like,
What the fuck is this?
what is this? This is acapella.
But I can tell you, she's really going to like it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Brooke.
You need to check
yeah.
out Cersei.
Aw.
You need to hang out with them and open for them because like
Oh, that band that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Cersei.
you guys
Cersei.
you guys definitely have not necessarily a similar sound, but I think you could really appreciate like what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
awesome.
Sure.
I'll definitely check them out. Do
Yeah.
they have music on the internet?
Oh,
Yeah, they have music
They
on
got
the
a couple
internet.
albums.
Sweet,
Mhm.
awesome,
Sure.
great.
But
Yeah, I'll check them out.
I don't know.
They're
do you
spelled
wanna-
kind of weird, so we'll yeah.
So is my name. So.
It's SIRSY.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel so alone in
Yeah.
my odd spelling. People are always like, "You should get a stage name," and I'm like, "It's my name.
It's like maybe you should shut the fuck up.
Maybe you should stop." Like,
Yeah.
it's my
Part of me wanted
name.
to say that, but at the same time, it's just like no one wants to hear that. They just want to do their
No,
own
like,
thing. Like
yeah.
we talk shit. Who'd we talk shit to recently about that? And Hinged.
Yeah.
There's like one guy in the band who's been with the band the longest, but he's not an original member, and that's like the last guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should
just
change
the
that.
So
You
their name
should
is they're Hinged, and it's like HYGND.
NGD.
NGD.
HY.
NGD. Yeah. That, yeah.
HYNGD.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, I don't know. Your name is who you are. I mean, I guess I feel more connected to my name, Ciarra Fragale, because it is my given name. Like, it's not a stage name that I just, or a band name. I don't know. But, I don't know. People are like, get a stage name. And I'm like, fuck off. It's me. It's me. I'm not going to change, and the people who do have stage names, like, that's totally fine. Like, you
American
do
film
you.
history.
Frank.
You know Frank.
I love Frank.
Yeah, Frank's a sweetheart.
He's fine.
Frank, I love you if you're watching. Yeah, American film history is fucking great.
He's not watching.
He's not watching. He's not
not
watching.
watching.
He's not watching. But Frank, I love you if you're watching at a later time.
He might. Yeah, I mean,
He
he
might,
might
he
if
might,
I let him
he might.
know. If I let him know that it'll be like 3 months, and he'll check out your musical
Yeah.
performance and fast forward
Yeah.
to the rest of the
I'm
show.
going to text all of the people that I
Yeah.
name dropped today
Yeah.
and be like, listen to this podcast.
Yeah. I'm going to go that you're on par talent-wise with Frank. You are even level, but you're definitely better than Logan Callahan. Wow. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll
Yeah.
take it. I'll take it. Because Frank's amazing.
I keep saying that
Why are
because
we
his
so mean to
his
him?
little brother and his parents are watching right now.
Has he commented on?
No, he hasn't. But a lot of times, like his mom will comment because they're logged into Logan's account, so it says
Oh.
Logan Callahan. I'm like, why would Logan say that? And then it turns out it was his mom. Yeah. Sometimes he's in studio and Logan Callahan is commenting on the YouTube live stream.
Wow.
Do you want me to ask the question?
Should I come back over to that microphone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are we done? Are we done with music?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
really
we're
have
good.
to pee. Are you going to ask the what's your first album question? I was just asking.
You took the wind out of my
I know. I did it on
sails.
purpose.
I don't
But if you're
like
gonna do
when
that,
you
I'm gonna
do
go.
that.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah,
Is that
snap my
really-
dog's neck while you're
Yeah,
up
I'll
there.
go punch him in the face.
Yeah.
I could shoot him.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot him.
No.
Shoot him in the foot.
All right. Yeah.
So that way
yeah,
you-
that'll shut
Do
him
not
up.
harm that dog. Do not harm that
I'll
dog.
just let him outside.
Yeah, just let him out. The funny thing is, you let him outside, he runs in a circle, and then you'll find him an hour later just sitting on the stoop, terrified to leave. So I like to ask everybody who comes here, We didn't really ask your influences.
Yeah.
Let's talk about really, I guess. So maybe we should go into that first.
Sure.
But oh God, I read it, but now I'm blanking on it on who you said your influences were on your website. But I guess
Yeah. A bunch. Oh my God, so many. Joni Mitchell's a big one. She's like my hero. David Bowie, another one.
All right.
That
Rest
I
in peace.
love. Yeah. I also grew up listening to Pat Benatar, so I have such an appreciation for what she did, and it has influenced me, like, because she's kind of the same, like, small girl, big voice, and I can really connect to that. So I definitely have taken a lot of influence from her. Tom Petty, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like Don't Come Around Here No More with the whole drum machine and stuff like that, and.
That was weird as hell for him too, because with the
Yeah,
dulcimers and everything, and
Oh
like
my
and the
God.
sitars and all that crap going on in the background with the electronic drums.
So revolutionary.
Really
though.
weird.
He made so many different sounds like totally work together, and I love that.
Did you ever get a chance to see him in concert?
No.
That song live
Oh,
is something else
I
too,
bet.
because it's very, it's very similar. It's just it's
Right.
bigger. It's if
I
that
love
makes
that.
any sense, but
Yeah. Nowadays, I listen to a band who's influenced me a lot is Haim. They're
like
three
L'Chaim.
Yeah, but their
Oh,
last
okay.
name is Haim, Haim, and they're three sisters from California, and they are like, and they produce all of their own records, they play all of their own
Right.
instruments, write all of their own songs, and like the new stuff is really kind of taking a lot of influence from them, because they're just like three of the most badass women that I've ever seen, and I love that.
So yeah, you hear something like that and you go, man, I want to make more music. I
Yeah.
hear something like Peter Gabriel and I go, I'm
Oh.
a piece of shit.
Peter Gabriel is also another one of my like favorite people.
I just
idiot.
opened a second beer. I didn't fucking realize I already opened this
What
beer.
an idiot. But yeah,
I'll talk about both of them towards the end of the show.
yeah, Peter Gabriel, I love him. I grew up listening to Peter
Yeah,
Gabriel
so did I.
and
It's
Genesis. And
my absolute favorite.
yeah, and okay, I will say something. Oh, the dog is here. I will say something. We are a Peter Gabriel family. Okay, but Phil Collins had some good stuff too. Okay,
I love Phil Collins.
I feel like people shit on him all the time because he's not Peter Gabriel. And even though we are a Peter Gabriel family, I can appreciate some of the great Phil Collins stuff. I do a cover of In the Air Tonight with my pedal and my Jeff.
Can you just get back up there and play that right now?
I could.
I'm not joking.
Really? Can you?
I want you to play that.
Yeah,
Hang on.
yeah.
It's
For sure.
It's one button away. That's all.
Seriously,
Yeah.
YouTube hits. Just hang on. Let me set this back up.
Just make sure I'm on the right drum machine.
Yeah, I'm sorry to derail you, but you need to play that. Oh, this fucking camera is so hot right now.
No, but they with the Genesis and everything like that, it divided a lot of the fans. But it was funny because Peter Gabriel used him as his drummer for his third record.
Yeah, and you know
because
what?
he needed someone, because he was trying to do the new world sound.
Yeah.
He didn't want any cymbals.
Yeah.
The only guy he could think of to hit the right, hit the right sound is Phil Collins.
That's
on
the
drums.
thing. I don't think there was a lot going on as far as drama within that band when Peter Gabriel left.
No,
I think he just said, I want to do my own thing.
Peter
And everyone
left,
was like, we don't want you to do your own thing.
Yeah, yeah. And, fun fact, when Phil Collins was recording drums for Peter Gabriel on that album, the quintessential, like, 80s drum sound? It's like the really, like, bright snare that, like, snaps and goes away. Phil Collins actually discovered that sound accidentally. Like, yeah, it's something called gated reverb. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah. I learned about that in school. And
Yeah.
then I went, wow, I hate that. And
It's really
then
cool.
immediately forgot about it.
No, thank you. And
Honestly,
your teacher's like, well, it's going to be on the test. And you're like, I don't fucking care.
I'm like an 80s. I love 80s music. I'm an
so
80s
do I,
music
but
fanatic. So I love learning about that stuff. Google gated reverb and how it was founded. It's actually really cool.
Don't tell me what to do.
But yes, sorry. Sorry.
All right, so
She's a good sport. This is going great.
all right, so are you
In the
good to
tonight.
go?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna. This
I haven't
is a
done
real,
this. I haven't done this in a
real
while.
treat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
told me you were drowning. I did not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, and I don't know if you know who I am. When I was there and I saw what you did, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Well, you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep the silence up. No, you don't fool me. The earth doesn't show, the pain still grows. So strangers to you and me. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Fuck it.
Jesus. That was so good.
Wild.
The whole time I'm watching like the temperature light blinking on my camera. 'Cause I'm recording in 4K. I'm like, do not fucking screw me over, Sony. Do not fucking do this. Canons don't do this, Sony. But yeah, I got it all, and that's gonna be the first thing I post because that's gonna get so many more clicks.
And I remember hearing that at, I think you played it at Dark Side.
Yeah.
Did you play it at
I
Dark
did
Side?
play that at Dark
Yeah,
Side.
and
Yeah,
I'm, like as soon as you started playing, I'm like, she played this at Dark Side. I just didn't remember because I was running around the whole time.
And
you know,
might have been drinking too.
no, we were not.
Well, I mean,
we
I-
weren't allowed to.
No. Yeah, I love.
Anyway.
I love it. Moving on. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Hey, my wife's not dead.
Yeah. As I was upstairs peeing, I was like, I wonder if she's okay. he doesn't seem too concerned, so I'm sure
Is she
she's
around?
fine. Yeah.
She's an independent woman. She can do whatever she wants.
Wow, that was
So,
nice. I haven't
come
done that
home
one in
when
a while.
So PJ, our new super fan.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
shout out to PJ
Yeah,
the DJ.
Yeah, PJ the DJ.
Wait,
He's,
what's his last name?
The
I
DJ.
don't know. The DJ.
PJ the DJ. Okay, what did he say?
He's
Because I know a PJ.
Yeah,
and I
he's
love
a
PJ.
well, is the PJ that you know, a co-host on a local radio station.
Or is he a DJ?
Maybe.
He's probably a DJ.
PJ, I don't really pay that much attention to.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I met PJ in the
But I
last
love
couple
you.
of days, and apparently he's into the show, and he said he's blown away by your sound.
Thank
Yeah.
you, PJ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing, PJ.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
so much, PJ.
We can't wait to have you on the show.
Are we having him on the show?
Of course. He has a very large social media presence. He's
Don't
coming
forget
on the
to
show.
don't forget to put him in the calendar.
Yeah. Don't forget to put him in the
Don't
calendar.
forget to put him in the
Yeah, we
calendar.
should tell that story.
You know what?
We booked you 4 months out, something like
4
that.
months in advance.
Yeah.
And these jabronis
Yeah. It was,
forgot to
it
put
was-
me in the
It
calendar.
was my fault. Yeah.
So 3 days before, I like emailed and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm super excited. Like anything I need to know." And they're like, "Oh,
and I was
well,
like,
fuck.
"You need to know that you're not coming."
Sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I forget who the guest was that night, but I wasn't
double
able.
booked.
I wasn't able to bump them. Like they wouldn't. I don't even remember who it was.
Yeah, who knows?
What
was the date? Do you remember the date?
I don't know.
I could probably figure it out,
August
but it was
19th.
It was 100% my fault.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just straight up didn't put
It's
you
fine.
in the calendar.
I know.
But you're here now,
It's
and
okay.
we're very happy.
Yeah, that was
It's okay.
great. That was really
I gotta say, this is like one of the funnest interviews that I've ever done. Hangout sesh. that
I
I've
mean,
ever
we
done.
know. We try to tell
I-
people, but they look at us
I
like
know.
we're a bunch of goons.
I have laughed. I have laughed harder than I ever thought that I would.
Wow.
Just wait,
And
because we're gonna read through all these titles in a second.
oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait.
But first, before we
There's
I'm
some
gonna,
winners.
I'll hit the outro, and we'll do this during the outro. So the question I was going to ask before that I never got
Yes,
to because we
please.
got sidetracked by awesome music. The first album you ever bought?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, the first. Well, people are like, well, I got my first. No. The first album that you said I'm gonna buy my first piece of music, and you went out and you bought it, or you went online and bought it because you kids these days.
Oh my god, that's a great question. I don't know if I remember. Okay, I'm gonna dig deep. And this is not like first album I like inherited or
No, like
Okay.
you had like your own money, or
Uh-huh.
your mom said you can buy something for $15.
Like off of
and
iTunes.
Because
like
I don't
something
know
that
the
you
first album I
yeah,
ever
you-
got.
Mhm.
My
Yeah,
dad used to give me.
Yeah, right,
It's
sure,
like the
sure.
first album you ever
Sure.
picked out for yourself.
Yeah.
Like whether it was iTunes or whether
Right.
it was going into a fucking Walmart and your mom's
Yeah.
like, buy something, and you bought a fucking Alanis Morissette album.
So
something
one of
like that. Yeah.
like for example, one of the first album of one of the members of the hardcore band out of Kingston called Womb of Nations. His first album that he bought was MC Hammer. You Can't Touch This.
nice.
Or the single, I think he said.
You see, and the thing is, I had that, but my mom bought it for me.
Yeah.
So it's different.
It's
I heard it on the radio. I said I
Uh-huh.
like the song. My mom bought it for me. It's not like me consciously picking something off of a shelf.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact first album. I know that I went to the store I don't know if this was the first, but it was definitely early on. It was Britney Spears' Britney album.
Wow, that's not even an old one. Well, it's an old one for timeline.
I don't
but
know. It's pretty old.
yeah.
I mean,
I remember
early 2000s when I was
Yeah.
actually old enough to like go out and buy stuff. For
I don't even know
myself.
How
what
old
to
are
say
you?
to that.
How old am I?
You
Over-
never asked.
okay.
You never asked
Yeah.
that question.
Huh?
You're not supposed
Well,
to.
no, but I
Ask
mean,
that
it gives
How
context.
old am I?
Yeah. I mean, I probably
So
should have
this was,
carded
like-
you for the beer, but
I'm of age. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. It was like early 2000s, and I loved her. I loved her.
lots of
Loved
people
her.
did.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them,
And then
but lots of people
2007
did.
happened.
The
Yeah, I remember
the Rolling Stone magazine with her on the cover. I loved that issue of that magazine. That was a good issue. Like a lot very poignant writing in there.
So you got into Britney Spears kind of like I guess it was kind of her comeback. Like she went away for 4 or 5 years. She shaved her head.
No, this was before that. This was way
before
before
that?
that.
What album is Britney?
That was it.
You see,
Am I thinking of the right one?
I don't know her catalog.
It's the
I just
It
don't.
was like one of her first.
Yeah.
First. Yeah.
So
Um,
like Britney Spears came out when we were in high school.
I don't know her
so
catalog.
Not a girl,
two-
not yet a woman is on
Yeah.
that. Record.
So Britney Spears came out. If I were to guess, I'd say 99.
I'm a Slave for You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Overprotected.
Yep.
Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman.
Yeah. That song changed my life.
All right. Yeah. That was what year was that?
Early
Did you want to
2000s.
try anher?
No, I'm okay.
November 6, 2001.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right after 9/11.
Way to bring it down.
Sorry, couldn't help it. Wow.
So yeah, I loved her, and then
And how old did you say you were then?
I don't know. I was probably like 7.
Jesus Christ.
when I got the album. When I got
Oh, 1996.
Yeah.
Established 1996.
On the sticker. On the sticker. Yeah.
I'm very smart.
Context. Yeah, but I also remember, like, my uncle would, you know, when I had, like, the very first iPod or whatever, like a billion years ago, my
still
uncle
got one.
2005
hey,
and a half.
respect. Those things hold a lot of music. My uncle put all of this. He downloaded all of this music onto my iPod without me knowing, and so I was listening to it, and that was like, and again, I was like 7, 8, 9, very young, and you know, and that was like the first time I had ever heard the Beatles, and that was like, you know, he put Frank Zappa on there, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Talking Heads, like, he put all of this amazing music on my iPod,
Cool.
and I was like, I had no idea. Like, I was definitely too young to be listening to some of it, but, I mean, that was...
That's, yeah, I got to
Yeah.
change the
That's like an
question
early
to, what
music
was the
memory.
first song you listened to on your iPod?
I don't know. I was 4.
Shit, I don't know. The Wiggles.
The
Yeah.
Wiggles. Oh, God, the Wiggles.
God.
Raffi. Remember Raffi?
This question, if we keep doing this for like 20 more years, like let's say we're still doing this in 20 years. Hopefully we're very successful and
Scott,
we're
I
making
hope
millions.
I
Let's
bet.
say we're doing this in 20
Somebody
years.
better be doing the show
Somebody's
for me.
going to go, I've never bought an album. That could happen now. That could happen right now.
It could.
Somebody your age could go, I've never bought an album.
You guys, buy albums, okay?
Yeah.
Buy CDs, buy vinyl.
Yeah.
Fuck, buy cassettes.
You're like,
even.
I'm going to put this. So, by the way, every CD that's in my car is an artist that is local. I don't carry anything
That's
anymore
sick.
except for
That's awesome.
Sponge because we interviewed them and that still counts.
Okay.
Do you know Sponge?
No.
Okay, you should check out Sponge.
Okay, I will. But
It's
yeah,
kind of a big deal.
buying
That's all.
buying CDs and vinyl, I don't know. It's really important. Like, I'm a person who likes to have a tangible
Yeah.
copy
I am
of
the same
something.
way.
And I don't know. I feel like when you buy the CD or when you buy the album on vinyl or, you know, even a cassette, it just I don't know, you feel all of the work that like went into it because it does
Yeah.
take a lot of work. So buy them. Buy them.
I also
Buy
my
them.
biggest thing about CDs, vinyl, cassettes is that it's listened to in the order that the artist spent a shit ton of
Oh.
time
Yes.
figuring out.
Yes.
You know, I've written these 10 songs and now I got to figure out it's probably if it's
Yeah.
10 songs on a CD, it's probably more like 25 that they
Yep.
wrote for the album. They cut 10 of them immediately and then they had to make some choices to make it fit.
Yeah.
And then they chose the order that they go in.
You're hearing
And
the
that's, I
decision.
really appreciate that.
You're literally hearing decisions being
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
as you hit from song. Speaking of that, did you guys catch my little Easter egg with the season's album order?
No. Let me look at this.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to give it away by saying it on the internet, but I'll give it away. It's fun.
You're
going
going to have to because I got nothing.
So the first song is called I Met You in the Summer.
Ah, it
And
died in the
last
winter.
song is called It Died in the Winter. The remix is an extra. We don't have to. That's a bonus.
That
thing. We
doesn't
don't have to worry
count.
about it. That doesn't count. But yeah, so the album, in a
like
nutshell,
bookended it.
is about
Yeah.
like a relationship that I went through, and then it, you know, it ended. So it's literally you're literally seeing the entire, you know, going of the relationship. And
You see, I was
Yeah.
like,
So
I
it's,
was like,
it's not
is-
the start or anything.
I was
it's
looking
the-
for like a puzzle in like the
so-
first letter of each thing.
Yeah, so was I. I was doing the same thing.
it
I'm
spells.
like,
If
I
you
was
play
just thinking it was gonna be
backwards,
like, oh, if you do the second letter in each song title, it
it
says
spells
Hail
like
Satan.
the devil. Yeah, it's literally. Literally. No, but yeah. So I Met You in the Summer is like, it was a song that I wrote at like the start of the relationship, and then, you know, It Died in the Winter was a song that I wrote literally the day the relationship ended.
oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty. Huh? I mean, it's not. I mean,
No, it's cool.
sorry. It's,
No.
it's really
yeah,
cool.
that's awesome.
Didn't catch it, but
It's like when you say like rest in peace Chris Cornell on Facebook
Oh,
and
God.
someone says and someone likes it. It's like that
Okay.
wasn't the correct response.
yeah, yeah. But
So
that's my little Easter egg.
So yeah, it's Ciarra Fragale.
Woo.
Ciarra Fragale on Instagram. Also ciarrafragale.com, ciarrafragale.bandcamp.com, Ciarra Fragale music on Facebook. Check them all out. Like, click, all that stuff. It's easier to just check out the details of this podcast to get the proper spelling of her name.
Hit the links, y'all.
Hit the links. That's
Hit the
right.
links.
October
Let's not
8th.
forget plugs,
You're,
too.
you know, I'm getting to it. October 18th, we'll be playing BSP in Kingston.
Yeah.
And October 20th at Angry Orchard in Walden. BSP and Angry Orchard, absolutely. And also, you know, Dark Side, October 27th. Dark
Yeah.
Side in Poughkeepsie. All those are three, like, you know, fun venues to watch a show. And, like, yeah, have you been to Angry Orchard?
I have. I played there back in June.
Oh, okay,
And they invited
cool.
me back. So thanks, guys.
Oh, so this is an invite.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, really enjoy it. New single, Ultimate Lover, on Spotify,
Please
Apple
listen.
Music, Google Play, and Amazon.
Yes.
And we've already talked about it. Adam's been compiling a list of possible show titles throughout the show.
I'm ready.
And we're going to figure out which one we're going to choose here.
The best one is going to be the one he wasn't here for.
Oh, man.
So we have an Angry Muppet.
Right off the bat, yeah.
The waiting is the hardest part.
Okay. Shout
Also
out.
good.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, I love you.
Don't write anything racist. Now, for the listening audience,
We need
I'm
context.
I'm
No?
going to explain it to Ryan
Okay.
after the show ends. You're never going to know.
Damn it.
You're never going to know. I'm not telling it on air.
All right.
Uh,
That might make me look bad.
no, that's fine.
Okay. It's fine.
Well, you just implied that I said it to you.
No.
Now it looks bad for you.
It might make both of us look.
Well,
All
Whatever,
I know
who
is
cares?
I had nothing to do with any racism. I was going to the bathroom.
Neither did any of us, really. It was just
no,
kind of,
no. It was just a really funny thing that I said. Then we have Let's Hope I Don't Fuck It Up.
Oh, that's very on brand for me.
I love a good fade out.
Also very on brand.
Stop Making Music or Die. We're going to hashtag Dead Radio Curse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then maybe just hashtag all the bands that no longer exist.
You have to do that. You have to. That's amazing.
Full Latvian Orthodox. And we are a Peter Gabriel family.
I actually have one. In Defense of the Ukulele.
Ah.
That's pretty good.
Ah.
That's a contender.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any ones that jump out at anybody? Oh, God.
How is this working?
They're all very long.
Are the three of us?
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you,
okay.
you
I
pick
mean-
one and we'll
Great.
figure this
Awesome.
out. This
Great.
I like Stop Making Music or Die.
That's a good one.
I do
That's
like
a good
that one.
A lot of passion. A lot
Yeah.
of passion in it.
Full Latvian Orthodox is good. It's going to pull in some Seinfeld fans.
I was gonna say for the people who are gonna get the reference,
I did not.
I don't know. I love a good.
And
fade
don't
out.
forget in Defense
I love,
of the Ukulele.
I love a good fade out.
Love a good fade
In
out.
Defense of the Ukulele.
The people who
Okay, I
talk
think
to me on a daily basis will know that I actually say that all the time.
In Defense of the Ukulele.
No, I love a good fade out.
Oh, okay.
Say that
Uh,
all the time.
here's what I want to do. I want to flip a coin for In Defense of a Ukulele.
Uh-huh.
nickel.
And I love a good fade
The
out.
Dead Radio
Great.
Nickel.
All
You
right,
flip.
so
you flip this
why
time.
does it have to? Everything has to be named for you. It's not a Dead Radio nickel. It's just a nickel.
It's
Because
the
this is
nickel.
official.
This is the second
I mean,
time
we
we
have-
used it
we
to
have
do
some-
this.
We have some shitty fucking foreign coinage.
No.
No,
I
okay.
want the Dead
that's
Radio
fine.
Nickel.
All right,
Am I
so
coin?
you're gonna do it, and we're gonna call heads for ukulele, tails for I love a good fade out.
Great. Here we go. Heads.
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 In Defense of a Ukulele.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
one. I got one.
That's a good one.
Check that off on the tally
Yeah.
board.
Thanks. Can you write it down at least for me?
No,
I'll
you can
write
write it over
I'll
there.
write it down.
I mean,
Write it.
just don't make me do stuff. I mean,
This whole table's
like a
covered in
big
chalkboard
boy.
paint.
yeah.
There you go.
You're,
Love it.
he wrote D/fence. You know the slash was not any easier than writing an E.
I wish it was like
It's
duh.
shorthand right
Like
there.
duh
No, it's
fence.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Sweet.
It's like saying WTF is faster than saying what the fuck.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's just not.
WTF.
Can I ring the penis bell?
Sure.
Cool.
It's called the dongong.
Sorry. Sorry, Ken. Sorry.
We
Yeah.
have to name everything.
You have to say some sort of innuendo first. You don't have to. Just ring it. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
You got it.
Well, I missed for our listeners at home.
There you go.
there you go.
Ah,
He did it again. She can't handle the dong gong.
Hey, you don't decide what I can and cannot handle.
It just takes practice. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good at it. I'm down here with it all the time.
All the time.
All right, we've did it.
Thank you so much for having me. This was
Gee,
fun
I was
as
about
fuck.
to say the same thing, except in reverse.
great.
Whoa.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
That's not in reverse.
It's not.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that we got to make this work, so
Oh my God,
you
me
can
too.
play all your loops and samples
you.
and everything like that. It's really dope.
Yeah,
Well, what
and
do you-
we'll definitely be in touch for our music festival and all that. It's
Absolutely.
like it's like
Awesome.
the Dark Side Bazaar, but
Yeah.
better and more successful.
Well, it's recorded now, saying that you'll get in
fucking
touch with
hard.
me
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah.
Went
if
hard
you
on
don't
them.
get in touch with me, I can play back this recording.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So you'll be
Your
there.
funeral.
It'll be great. It's just a quick plug. We're planning on May 4th this year, and then rain date of May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
That math works out right there. Yeah, 7 days.
7 days.
7 plus 4 is 11. Yeah, we're good. I could do that math really easily if I had my cell phone. That's very
Craft a
inside-
Cup,
very
44
inside
Raymond Avenue in Poughkeepsie, New York, where you will find no cell phones behind the counter anymore.
Well, managers still have them, and they still distract the managers.
They sure do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come by.
Yeah,
Get a
do
cup of
it.
coffee.
Just, if you see somebody looking at their
Try it.
phone, you know they're in
I'm gonna
charge.
yell at them.
All right. Yeah, this was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This
Yeah,
was so
everybody
fun.
check out Ciarra. I still have to look at it. Fragale, it doesn't, you
I know.
don't spell it how it sounds. So
Don't spell it.
Just
click a
fucking-
link.
Just click the link on
click
the
the link.
description. Let's get
Please
out
click-
of here.
Please click the link.
I just want to go. Let's be done with this.